If you're still chasing fat loss hack, you're already being played. Ooh, that's a really good hook right there. All right. Anyway, welcome. In this video, I'm going to talk about the truth about diets, just straight up facts, the stuff that no one tells you, but I feel like everyone should know. Okay, so let's just cut the crap. You've probably tried to eat healthy at some point, or maybe you have heard someone say, "I'm cutting carbs like it's a religion." But here's the thing, most diets aren't built to help you win. They're built to keep you confused, dependent, and spend a shit ton of money. And the worst part is, half the shit people believe about food isn't even true. So in this video, I'm going to break down what actually matters and why everyone out here is losing their minds over some, I don't know, fucking broccoli. Okay, so why diets confuse the hell out of everyone? So let's be honest, nutrition has turned into a really big mess. 1 minute, carbs are like the devil, and then the next minute, you're told to eat rice because some TikTok dietitian said that it fuels your gains. Fat was the enemies in the 90s, and now butter in your coffee. The keto bros swear like it's the holy grail. Protein is either saving your life or ruining your kidneys, depending on what article you read online. And actually, don't even get me started on fruits, because 1 week it's nature candy, and then the next is just sugar. Like, bro, make it make sense. So, why is it so confusing? Because the industry, they thrive on confusion. So, if you already knew what worked, you wouldn't be buying new meal plans or supplements or detox kits or signing up for every new challenge. They want you to be in this loop and to confuse people to buy more. And it's literally built into the system. Let's talk about keto, high fat heaven or marketing scam. So keto is the poster child of trendy diets, low carbs, high fat, bacon, cheese, avocados. They sound dreamy, right? And yeah, it works for weight loss, not because it's magic, but because you're just cutting out a whole bunch of food and just eating fewer calories. And that's it. Here's the twist. Most people, they cannot stick to keto long term. You're just basically banning carbs, bread, rice, pasta, fruits, and just anything fun. For what? So you can say that you're in ketosis, and half of the time, people, they eat dirty keto, which is just an excuse to eat bacon and mayo all day and pretend that it's healthy. And also, carbs, they aren't evil. Your body literally needs carbs for energy, and your brain runs on glucose. Athlete, they carbs up for a reason. But the diet industry, they love criticizing one thing at a time. First, it was fat, and then carbs, and then what's next? I don't know, maybe water? The next one is intermittent fasting. So let's talk about intermittent fasting. Everyone skipping breakfast now is like the new flex of I don't eat till 2 p.m., bro. Like I'm in a fasted state. Like cool, but here's the truth. It's not magical. The IF, the intermittent fasting, works because it limits your eating window, which usually means that you eat fewer calories. That's it. It's not like burning 3 times more fat. You're not hacking your metabolism. You're just eating less. And if that helps you, awesome. But a lot of people start skipping meal, binge later, feels guilty, and then they repeat the cycle. And that's just not discipline. That's straight up disordered as fuck. And also, people use fasting as a crutch. They eat like shit, and then they think that they can fast it off the next day. And that's like not brushing your teeth all weeks and then calling mouthwash and pretend that you're clean. The next one is veganism. Oh my gosh, bro, like vegan. Like, don't come to me, bro. Like, I respect the ethics, but seriously, let's not pretend that all vegans' diet are healthy. Just because something is plant-based doesn't mean that it's good. And like Oreos are vegan, French fries are vegan. That doesn't mean that they belong in a fucking meal plan, right? And also, the supplement game in veganism is strong. The vitamin B12, iron, the omega 3s. you're gonna need to supplement if you're cutting out the entire food groups, and that's fine. But let's not pretend that it's the most natural way to eat when you need like a whole pharmacy to make it work. And then the vegan marketing is aggressive. They'll show you like jacked influencer eating lentils and tell you that animal products will kill you, but those same influencer are secretly taking creatine, like vitamin B12 injections and probably eating eggs off cameras, bro. Like no shame in the diet, just to be honest about the whole picture. Okay guys, so let's just get real for a second. The diet industry is playing you. The whole diet industry is a cash cow. This isn't some conspiracy theory, it's just straight up business. They want you buying meal plans, the protein shakes, the detox teas, and those fancy fat burning supplements. So every time you fail, they get richer. And that's the brutal truth. Most of the people you follow online, influencer, they're not nutrition expert. Their job is to sell and not necessarily to educate, and they pick and choose science that make their product looks good, but ignore the rest. And the industry sells you quick fixes because they know that you want fast result, and long-term health and sustainability is just not profitable enough. So that's why diet comes and go like trends. So remember, when you're stressed about food and about to buy the next magical solution, like remember, they just want you hooked on the cycle of hope and failure. So guys, don't fall for it. So what actually works? What's the big secret? Here's the part that no one wants to admit, and it's basic as hell. Just eat real food, cut out all the processed food, and control your portions. Move your body, get some protein in, sleep and recover like a beast. That's it. You don't need to cut out any carbohydrates or starve yourself. And you also need to stop outsourcing your thinking to influencer and start learning the basics of nutrition. That's the real cheat code here, guys. And track what you eat, not obsessively, but mindfully, and learn what's actually in your food. And get enough protein, do not fear carbs, and eat some vegetable, drink enough water, and move your body. That's the formula. It's very simple, simple as that. And let me break down some more. And protein, they're not just about muscle. It keeps you full and helps to regulate your hunger hormones. And carbs, they often get a bad reputation, but your body uses them for energy, especially if you're active. And fats supports hormones and brain health. So cutting them completely, it's just dumb, bro. Just don't do it. And then sleep. This one. Do not underestimate it, guys. Skipping good rest messes with your hunger hormones and makes you crave junk food. And movement doesn't mean killing yourself at the gym. Even waking up, stretching, or playing sports help. Finally, tracking your food isn't about obsession, it's about awareness. If you're consistent with these, you don't need to fall for the latest trends. So there's one more part I want to add in is that mindset beats any diet. So you can follow the perfect meal plan, but if you're stressed, bored, or eating to cope, you're gonna struggle. Most diet failures aren't because of the food, is there are because people they don't build the right habits or mindset. So that real change means understanding why you eat and what you eat, and dealing with stress and learning how to push forward when things get tough. Progress isn't a straight line, and that's perfectly fine. Consistency over perfection wins every time. So, people, focus less on the perfect diet and more on building habits you can live with.